The present moment is the only moment that truly exists. Everything else, the past, the future, are merely illusions, fabrications of the mind, stories we tell ourselves about what has happened or what may come. And yet, most of us live in this illusion, shackled by the weight of the past and the anxiety of the future. The present moment, however, is where life happens. It is where the power lies. It is the birthplace of all creation, and if we could just step into it fully and without hesitation, we would discover that it is enough. You are enough. The moment you are in right now, as you read these words, is enough. And if you can accept this truth, if you can embrace it with the full force of your being, you will step into a new way of living. A way of living where you no longer need to chase after life, but rather allow life to unfold through you. You are not here to pursue something that is somehow beyond you. You are here to be in the now. You are here to merge with the moment, to surrender to the flow of life. Imagine that you are standing on the edge of a river, watching the current flow by. The water is steady and constant, moving effortlessly, without resistance, yet it possesses an incredible power. It flows toward the ocean, towards a destination far beyond the horizon. But notice this, the river does not worry about the destination. It does not dwell on the obstacles it has passed or fear the rapids that lie ahead. It simply flows. It merges with the present, with each and every moment. And in doing so, it moves forward, unhindered by the past, unburdened by the future. This is the power of now. When you merge with the present moment, you too flow with the current of life. You are not weighed down by the mistakes you have made or the things you still hope to achieve. You are simply here, in this moment, where everything is possible. You do not have to force your way forward. You do not have to push or strive. All you need to do is let go and merge with the current. Let the moment carry you, trust it, and let it reveal the path forward. But to merge with the now, to truly experience the freedom that comes with it, you must release your attachment to the past and future. You must surrender your ego's need to control and define every aspect of your life. The ego wants to hold on to everything. It wants to define who you are based on your past, on your accomplishments, on what others think of you. But this is not who you are. You are not your past. You are not your achievements. You are not your reputation. You are the awareness behind it all, the stillness in which everything occurs. When you identify with the ego, you disconnect from your true self. The ego is a fragment of the mind, a collection of thoughts and beliefs that have been shaped by your experiences, your conditioning, and the world around you. It is a construct, a false identity that keeps you trapped in the past or worrying about the future. But the real you, the you that exists beyond all of this, is pure consciousness. It is the awareness that is present in every moment. It is the observer, the witness to everything that happens, yet it is not defined by anything. You are not your thoughts. You are not your emotions. You are not your circumstances. You are the awareness that experiences them, the eternal presence that witnesses it all without judgment or attachment. When you merge into the now, you merge into the space where you are free of all labels and definitions. You become one with the present moment, and in doing so, you become one with your true self. Let me ask you, what would your life look like if you no longer clung to the past? What if you no longer allowed the mistakes and regrets of yesterday to define you? What if you could release the weight of all that you've done wrong and instead step into the grace of the now, where everything is forgiven, everything is allowed, and everything is new? This is the power of the present moment. It is a gift that is always available to you. It is the only place where you can truly create, because it is the only moment that truly exists. The past is gone. The future is not yet here. The only thing you have is this moment. And in this moment, you are free to choose who you want to be, what you want to feel, and what you want to create. And as you merge into the now, you will find that everything you've been searching for, peace, joy, love, fulfillment, is already here. It has always been here, waiting for you to recognize it. You do not need to go out and find it. You need only to stop seeking and start being. Stop looking outside of yourself for validation, for approval, for meaning. Look within. The truth, the wisdom, the love you seek is already inside of you. When you release the need to control, when you stop striving to achieve something that you believe will bring you happiness, you free yourself from the endless cycle of longing and dissatisfaction. You no longer feel that something is missing from your life because you understand that everything you need is already present. You are whole. You are complete. You are enough. And yet, so many of us live as if we are incomplete, as if we need to prove ourselves, as if we need to do more, have more, become more. We live in a constant state of yearning, always chasing after something that will make us feel whole. But in doing so, we miss the beauty of the present moment. We miss the truth that we are already whole, right here and now. So, I invite you to stop. Stop chasing. Stop striving. Stop looking outside of yourself for fulfillment. Take a deep breath and simply be. Be in this moment. Feel the air in your lungs, the beat of your heart, the aliveness that courses through your veins. This is life. This is the essence of who you are. You do not need to become anything more. You are already everything you need to be. You are already whole. In this moment, you can let go of the stories you've been telling yourself about who you are, about what you need to achieve, about what you've done wrong. In this moment, you can release the weight of all your past mistakes and all your future fears. You can step into the infinite possibility of now, where anything is possible, where anything can be healed, where you can be reborn. This is the power of the present moment. It is where everything begins, where everything ends. It is where you are free to create, free to heal, free to be. And when you merge into the now, you merge into the fullness of who you truly are. You merge into your divine self, the part of you that is connected to the infinite, the eternal, the all-knowing. You are one with the universe, one with the divine, one with everything that is. And in this oneness, you find peace, you find love, you find joy, you find yourself. So, let go of the past. Release the future. Stop identifying with your ego, with your thoughts, with your emotions. Step into the now. Merge with the present moment, and in doing so, you will experience a freedom unlike anything you have ever known. You will experience the truth of who you are. And in that truth, you will find everything you need. You are enough. The moment is enough. And when you merge into the now, you merge into the truth of your being, the truth that you are already whole, already perfect, already divine. Step into the now and let life flow through you. As you stand in this moment, you are not just an observer of life, you are life itself. You are the awareness through which all things unfold. And when you begin to truly understand this, when you begin to merge with the now, you will see that there is no separation between you and the universe. You are the river, not just the one who watches it flow. You are the star in the sky, not merely a witness to its light. You are the vastness of the cosmos contained within the smallness of your form. You are everything, and everything is you. Let this truth settle deeply within you. There is no need to strive, no need to chase. The very essence of who you are is in perfect alignment with the world around you. The universe does not need to force anything. It simply is. It does not strive to grow or reach for something it doesn't already have. And you, too, are already whole. The fullness you seek is not somewhere out there. It is within you, already manifest, waiting for you to recognize it. When you merge into the now, you stop living for the someday, the one day, the time in the future when everything will finally be perfect. You stop placing your happiness, your peace, and your sense of self in the hands of future circumstances. You realize that there is only the eternal now And in this now, you can experience everything you have ever longed for. Your happiness is not a destination. It is not a goal to reach. It is the presence you bring into the moment. It is the quiet surrender to what already is. As you embrace the now, you will see that every moment is an invitation. It is an invitation to release your grip on the past, to forgive yourself for the mistakes you believe you've made, and to let go of the fears you have about what lies ahead. It is an invitation to be present, to fully engage with life as it unfolds, without resistance, without judgment, without hesitation. When you say yes to the now, you are saying yes to life itself in all of its beauty, its challenges, its imperfection. You do not need to look outside of yourself for validation or approval. The approval you seek is already within you, for you are already enough. You were born enough. The universe did not make a mistake when it created you. You are a divine expression of life, just as you are. There is no need to become something other than what you already are. The search for external validation only keeps you trapped in the illusion of separateness. When you merge with the now, you realize that there is nothing to prove, nothing to achieve. You are whole as you are, and the world does not need you to be anything other than yourself. In this truth, you begin to understand that healing does not come from fixing something that is broken, but from recognizing the wholeness that already exists within you. Healing comes from remembering who you truly are beneath the layers of self-doubt, fear, and past trauma. It comes from releasing the stories you've been telling yourself about who you were, who you think you should be, and stepping into the reality of who you actually are in this moment. You are pure awareness, pure consciousness, and in this realization, all wounds begin to heal. All fears begin to dissolve. When you stop resisting life, when you stop fighting against the flow of the moment, you open yourself up to its healing power. Resistance is the root of all suffering. It is the ego's attempt to control and shape life according to its limited understanding. The moment you let go of resistance, you allow life to reveal its inherent beauty, its inherent wisdom. You surrender to the moment, and in that surrender, you are made whole again. You are restored to the truth of who you are, a being of light, of love, of infinite potential. In the now, you are not bound by the past. You are not defined by the choices you made, the things you did or didn't do. The past only exists in your mind, and the moment you let go of it, you set yourself free. The past is not your prison, it is your teacher. It is simply a series of lessons that have led you to this very moment. And this moment right now is all that you need. All that you are seeking is already here, waiting for you to acknowledge it. Do not waste another moment living in the shadows of the past or in the anxiety of an imagined future. Come back to the present. Come back to the now. The moment you step into this space of complete presence, you will find that life becomes easier, lighter, and more fulfilling. You are no longer at the mercy of time. You are no longer a slave to your thoughts or your emotions. You are free to experience life as it is, in all its magnificence and imperfection. This is the power of the now. It is the power to heal, the power to transform, the power to live a life of freedom, peace, and joy. It is the power to return to yourself, to the truth of who you are, beyond the stories, beyond the labels, beyond the judgments. It is the power to merge with the flow of life and to become one with the universe. And in this oneness, you will find everything you have been searching for. Let go of the past, release the future, step into the now, and allow life to unfold through you. There is no need to force anything. Simply be. Be present. Be aware. Be the observer of your thoughts, your emotions, your experiences, without becoming attached to them. Let them come and go like the clouds in the sky, without holding on, without resisting. And in doing so, you will find the peace and the freedom that has always been yours. Remember, you are not your thoughts. You are not your emotions. You are the awareness in which all of these things arise. You are the stillness behind the noise, the presence beneath the surface. You are the vastness of the universe, contained within the smallness of your form. And when you merge into the now, you merge into the truth of who you are. And in that truth, you will find peace. You will find joy. You will find love. And you will find yourself. Step into the now. Let go of all that has been holding you back. And in this moment, you will be free. As you merge into the now, you step into a realm of infinite possibilities. The future, once a distant and uncertain place, begins to dissolve in the light of your presence. The unknown no longer seems daunting, for you understand that it is not the future that defines you, but the awareness you bring to each moment. The future is but a reflection of your state of being now. The energy you radiate in the present moment creates the world you experience. You do not need to wait for the right time. The right time is now. There's no other moment, no better time to begin than the one you are in. This truth, when fully embraced, allows you to let go of the need to control, to manipulate the unfolding of your life. The idea that you must shape every detail, control every outcome, is an illusion. Life flows like a river, winding and turning, finding its way through valleys and over rocks. It does not question its course. It does not ask for permission to flow. It simply is. And so must you be. When you allow life to unfold naturally, you will find that everything you need is already in motion, already on its way to you. There is no need to chase or strain. The universe is already delivering to you what you are ready to receive. It is in your surrender to the present moment that you allow your true self to emerge. The ego, which constantly seeks to define and control, is no longer the dominant force. It fades into the background as the light of your inner wisdom shines through. This is where real transformation occurs. In the quiet space of the present, where the noise of the world falls silent and you can hear the voice of your soul, you realize that you have always known the way, that the answers have always been within you, waiting to be remembered. And in this remembering, you are awakened to the truth that you are more than enough, that you are a divine being, infinitely capable of creating the life you desire. The path to peace is not found in the accumulation of possessions, accolades, or status. These things, while they may bring temporary satisfaction, are fleeting. The true path to peace is found in your ability to be fully present, to be fully engaged with the moment, and to release all attachments to external outcomes. Peace comes from within, from knowing that you are enough, just as you are, from realizing that your worth is not determined by what you do, but by who you are. You are the embodiment of divine energy, pure and untainted. And when you step into this awareness, the weight of the world begins to lift from your shoulders. As you let go of the past and the future, you realize that time itself is an illusion. It is a construct of the mind, a way for the ego to make sense of the world. But in truth, there is no past or future. There is only now. The past is but a memory, a collection of experiences that no longer hold any power over you unless you choose to give them power. The future is but a dream, a projection of your desires and fears, but it is not yet real. What is real is this moment, this breath, this heartbeat. And when you fully immerse yourself in the now, you free yourself from the tyranny of time. You step into the timeless, where you are limitless and eternal. In this timelessness, you begin to see that there is no rush, no need to hurry. You are not in a race with anyone or anything. The only competition is with the version of yourself that still believes in lack, that still clings to the false belief that you are not enough. But this belief is a lie, and the moment you recognize it, it begins to dissolve. You are enough. You have always been enough. And the moment you accept this truth, you are liberated. You are free to live fully, to love fully, to experience life in all its glory, without fear, without hesitation. And as you merge into the now, you become the creator of your own experience. You are no longer a passive participant in life. You are an active force, shaping your reality with the power of your thoughts, your feelings, and your actions. The world around you reflects the energy you radiate. If you are in alignment with your true self, if you are present and grounded, the world will mirror that alignment. Your relationships will deepen, your work will become more fulfilling, and your life will become a reflection of the peace and joy that already reside within you. You will find that you no longer need to search for happiness, for it is not something to be found, it is something to be experienced in every moment. Happiness is not a destination, it is a state of being. It is the natural result of living in harmony with the now, of letting go of resistance and surrendering to the flow of life. When you stop chasing after happiness, when you stop looking for it outside of yourself, you will realize that it was always there, quietly waiting for you to notice. This is the beauty of the present moment. It is all that you need. It contains everything you have ever sought, everything you have ever desired. The peace, the love, the joy, the fulfillment, it is all contained within this moment, within you. And when you recognize this truth, you will understand that you are not separate from the world around you. You are one with it, a part of the eternal flow of life. And in this oneness, you will find the freedom you have been seeking. So, let go. Let go of the past. Let go of the future. Let go of the stories you have been telling yourself about who you are and who you should be. Step into the now. Merge with the moment. And in that moment, you will find yourself. You will find peace. You will find joy. You will find love. And you will find freedom. You are enough. You are whole. You are divine. And this moment right now is the beginning of everything. And so, here you are, standing at the threshold of your own awakening. The moment that once seemed distant, the peace that once felt unattainable, is now within your grasp. You no longer need to search for it, because you have discovered that it is not something to find, but something to realize. It is within you and always has been. The past, with all its struggles, its joys, its lessons, is behind you now. And the future, with its uncertainties and promises, is but a projection, a reflection of the energy you hold in this moment. You are not bound by time, and you are not bound by anything that has come before. You are free. And your freedom lies in your ability to live fully in the present. Every breath you take is a reminder of this freedom. Every step you take is a testament to the power of the now. The world, once a place of fear and resistance, now becomes your canvas. It is the reflection of your inner state, and as you shift your inner world, the outer world shifts with you. The universe, ever responsive to your vibration, begins to align with your newfound truth. No longer do you seek approval, no longer do you crave validation. You have come to understand that you are already enough, that you are worthy of every blessing, every opportunity, every gift life has to offer. You are the divine expression of this moment, and nothing more is needed. You are no longer burdened by the weight of self-doubt, by the heavy chains of guilt, or the fear of what may come. You are free from these illusions. The chains are broken, and the illusion has dissolved. You see now that nothing outside of you has the power to define you, to diminish your worth, or to limit your potential. You are limitless. You are bound only by the beliefs you hold in your mind, by the stories you tell yourself about who you are and what you are capable of. But now, in this moment, you are rewriting those stories. You are no longer a prisoner of the past or a slave to the future. You are fully immersed in the now, and in the now you are free. When you fully embrace the present, you also embrace your true power. You realize that your thoughts create your reality, and that the energy you put out into the world is the energy that returns to you. Your every thought, your every feeling sends ripples into the universe, shaping your experience. And as you merge with the now, you begin to shape your world with intention, with clarity, and with love. You begin to radiate peace, and that peace becomes your reality. You begin to radiate joy, and that joy becomes your life. You begin to radiate love, and that love flows effortlessly through every relationship, every encounter, every moment. You see, now that you are not here to struggle, you are not here to fight against life. You are here to live in harmony with it. You are here to surrender to the flow, to allow life to guide you with grace and ease. Life is not an enemy to be conquered, but a river to be followed. And as you merge with the now, you allow yourself to be carried by the current. You no longer fight against it. You no longer resist its pull. You surrender to it, trusting that wherever it takes you, it is exactly where you are meant to be. This is the essence of true freedom, not in the absence of challenges, but in the ability to meet them with an open heart and a peaceful mind. The challenges will come, but they will no longer define you. They are not obstacles to be feared, but opportunities to grow, to learn, and to evolve. Each moment, each experience is an invitation to step deeper into your true self. The more you surrender to the now, the more you align with your divine nature, the more you discover the infinite potential within you. And so, you walk forward in life, not with the weight of the world on your shoulders, but with the lightness of being. You walk forward not as a seeker, but as the one who has found. You walk forward not in search of approval, but in the quiet confidence that you are already enough. You walk forward not to achieve, but to experience. You walk forward, present, aware, and fully alive. In the now, you are not bound by the past. You are not waiting for the future. You are fully alive in this moment, and in this moment you are free. You are free to be yourself. You are free to love, to grow, to create, to experience life as it is meant to be experienced. You are free to step into the fullness of who you are, without hesitation, without fear, without limitation. And when you merge into the now, you realize that you have always been free. You have always been enough. You are not waiting for permission. You are not waiting for the right time. You are not waiting for the perfect moment. The perfect moment is now. The perfect you is now. And when you embrace this truth, the world will shift around you. The universe will conspire in your favor. Everything you need, everything you desire will come to you effortlessly. You are a magnet for love, for peace, for abundance, for joy. So, let go of all the things that no longer serve you. Let go of the stories, the doubts, the fears. Let go of the attachments to the past, the expectations for the future. Step fully into this moment, into the power that lies within you. You are not just living in the present moment, you are merging with it. And as you do, you become one with the flow of life, one with the energy of the universe. You become the embodiment of peace, of love, of everything that is. You are enough. You are free. You are whole. And in this moment, you are exactly where you need to be. So, breathe deeply, let go, and allow yourself to merge into the now. For in the now, you are everything. In the now, you are home. There is a truth that echoes beneath the noise of this world. It is not loud. It does not beg for attention. It whispers softly but persistently beneath every breath you take and every doubt you hold. And it says, you are already whole. You are already worthy. You are already loved. Not because of what you do, not because of what you own, but because of what you are. a divine being wrapped in a temporary form, here not to earn love, but to remember it. You see, somewhere along the way, we were taught to equate self-love with arrogance, with pride, with vanity. We were told to keep ourselves small, humble to the point of invisibility, quiet to the point of silence. We were trained to apologize for our light, to dim it so others wouldn't feel uncomfortable in its presence. But I am here to tell you that self-love is not vanity. It is not ego. It is not some inflated image puffed up by the approval of others. It is not a mask you wear, but the moment you take all masks off. It is not insanity. It is sanity. It is not selfishness. It is salvation. When you deny yourself love, you don't become more generous. You become more wounded. And the wounded, when unaware, wound others. A soul that has not been fed with its own acceptance will forever seek approval from others, like a starving child crying at the gate of a closed home. And the tragedy is this: the gate was never locked. It was never even real. It was a phantom created by your mind, a barrier built by belief. And you, my dear friend, are the builder and the breaker of that gate. To love yourself is not to place yourself above others, but to return to alignment with who you've always been, beneath the fear, beneath the roles, beneath the endless striving. You are not what this world convinced you to become. You are not your bank account. You are not your resume. You are not your mistakes. You are not the story your past tries to sell you. You are the breath behind the story. You are the awareness watching the storm, not the storm itself. And yet, we chase love as though it's outside of us. We chase it in people, in praise, in performance, but the heart knows the truth. Love that must be earned is not love, it's a transaction. And the soul cannot survive on transactions. It needs communion. It needs truth. And truth begins when you stop chasing and start returning. When you stop fighting for scraps and remember the feast has always been within. You were never meant to beg for what you are. You were never meant to prove yourself worthy of your own embrace. That is the madness the world taught you. That is the distortion that must be undone. You see, you don't heal by becoming someone new. You heal by remembering who you were before the world told you who to be. Before shame crept in, before guilt whispered its lies, before comparison choked your joy, you heal by coming home. And home, my dear, is within. It's not in the mirror's approval. It's in the mirror's forgiveness. When you look into your own eyes and say, I see you, I love you. You don't have to be perfect anymore to be worthy of peace. That's when the shift begins. That's when the veil lifts. That's when the soul sighs in relief and whispers, finally, you remembered. And so I ask you, what would happen if you stopped trying to be lovable and simply loved yourself? Not when you succeed, not when you fix all your flaws, but now as you are, in this breath, with the mess and the miracle all mixed in. What would happen if you honored your scars instead of hiding them? What if they weren't proof of brokenness, but proof of bravery? Every crack in you is an opening for light. Every wound is a portal for wisdom. And every moment you choose to embrace yourself rather than abandon yourself, you rise. Not above others, but back into alignment with the divine pulse of life that created you. God did not create you to hate yourself. Life did not gift you breath so you could suffocate beneath your own judgment. The universe is not against you. The universe is within you, waiting for you to realign with your original frequency, and that frequency is love. Love that does not need a reason. Love that does not flinch when you falter. Love that does not withdraw when you make a mistake. Love that says, you are sacred still. This love does not scream, it does not argue, it does not compete, it simply is. And it is the most sane, most grounding, most healing energy you will ever know, and it begins when you stop outsourcing your worth. No one out there can give you what your own heart has the power to offer. And the moment you recognize this is the moment you stop begging and start being. The moment you realize self-love is not just a practice, it is a return to reality. The insanity was believing you were separate from your source. The sanity is remembering you never were. You were not born with doubt. You learned it. You were not born with shame. It was handed to you. You didn't arrive on this planet afraid to love yourself. You were conditioned into thinking that self-celebration was arrogance, that self-compassion was weakness, that to speak kindly to yourself was somehow self-indulgent. But the soul knows better. The soul never buys into that noise. The soul knows that honoring yourself is not egotism, it's equilibrium. It is the necessary homecoming to balance a world that has tried to pull you away from your center. Think for a moment about the tree. It does not question the space it takes up. It does not shrink to make the forest more comfortable. It does not apologize for its blossoming, or its roots, or its reach toward the sun. It simply grows not in competition with the others, but in full expression of what it was always destined to be. And so must you. You do not owe the world an apology for your light. You owe it your truth. You owe it your wholeness. You owe it the example of what it looks like when a person returns to their sacred self and finally stops running. Because you can run for a long time, my friend. You can run from your hurt. You can run from your reflection. You can run into careers, into relationships, into endless distractions that keep you too busy to feel. But there will come a moment, and perhaps this is it, when the running exhausts you, when even your distractions start to feel hollow. When the version of you that you built to survive no longer fits the version of you that is ready to live. And when that moment comes, it's not a breakdown, it's a breakthrough. It's the crack in the shell where the light gets in. That's the beginning of sanity. Not the sanity the world defines through boxes and metrics and control, but the deeper sanity of the soul. The sanity of remembrance, of clarity, of sacred stillness. The sanity that arises when you no longer try to earn your right to exist, but simply breathe in your own being as enough. And it is enough. You are enough. The caterpillar does not earn the right to become the butterfly. It simply surrenders to the process. It goes into the cocoon, it dissolves, it dies to the old form, and emerges in newness. What looks like death to the outside world is actually transformation. And perhaps what feels like crumbling within you is simply the old architecture falling away so the divine blueprint of your soul can be rebuilt, not in shame, but in love. That's what self-love does. It rebuilds you from the inside out. It doesn't fix you because you were never broken. It frees you from the illusion that you had to be fixed. It invites you to sit in your own silence, to touch the parts of you you've abandoned, and to say to them, you are safe now. I am here. I'm not going to leave myself again. Imagine the power of that. Imagine being the sanctuary you've always sought. Imagine walking through the world not looking to be validated, but to express truth. Not needing to prove anything, but simply to be a living, breathing embodiment of love itself. That is not ego. That is presence. That is your birthright. But this path isn't loud. It doesn't shout for recognition. It's not about performance. It's about depth. And depth requires courage. It takes a sacred kind of bravery to look at yourself unfiltered, unguarded, and to still choose love, to still choose forgiveness, to still say, even here, even now, especially now, I love you. You can't fake that. You can't manufacture it through affirmations alone. You must feel it. You must return to the inner child who once wondered if they were too much or not enough, and whisper, you were never too much, and you were never not enough. You were always exactly who you were meant to be. This is the kind of love that liberates. It's the kind that doesn't depend on your past, your performance, or your popularity. It is the love that sees through the masks, through the defenses, through the survival patterns, and still says yes, still stays, still believes. And that, my friend, is sanity. True sanity is alignment. It is when your thoughts, your feelings, and your actions all stem from love, not fear. When your life is no longer a reaction to pain, but a creation from peace. When your value is no longer negotiable. Because you've made peace with the one person who was always the gatekeeper. You. You cannot pour from an empty vessel. You cannot serve the world by diminishing yourself. Your presence, when rooted in truth, is a gift. Your joy is medicine. Your boundaries are wisdom. Your radiance is not a threat. It is a permission slip to others who've forgotten how to shine. But that light must be turned inward first. That love must be born in the quiet places of your heart, where no one is watching and no one is clapping. That's where the real work happens. That's where transformation takes root. And when it does, when you begin to choose love over loathing, kindness over criticism, and stillness over striving, you become a lighthouse. Not a lifeboat, not a rescuer, but a lighthouse. Simply standing in your truth, shining from within and reminding others you can come home too. When you begin to love yourself truly and without condition, the world doesn't necessarily change, but the way you see it does. The same streets, the same people, the same circumstances all begin to soften through the lens of compassion you first extend to yourself. And in that shift, what once felt like chaos begins to feel like choreography. You start to understand that everything that hurt you was never meant to break you, it was meant to wake you. To invite you to become more intimate with the sacred truth you've ignored, that you are not lacking. You are learning. You are not falling behind. You are unfolding. Self-love is not a destination you reach with a checklist. It is not a mood, a trend, or a curated morning ritual. It is a radical, ongoing act of grace. It's how you treat yourself when no one is watching. It's the gentleness you offer your mind when it races. It's the forgiveness you extend when you falter. It's how you hold your own hand when the world turns cold. It's the whisper in the dark that says, even now, I will not abandon you. Because sanity, true spiritual sanity, is not about being calm all the time or having it all together. It is about returning again and again to the awareness that you are not the noise in your mind. You are the space it moves through. You are not the wound. You are the witness. You are not the pain. You are the presence that can hold it. And that shift, that inner knowing, brings peace, not because life becomes easier, but because you become anchored. And when you are anchored in self-love, life loses its power to control you. Other people's opinions may still be loud, but they no longer own you. Their approval no longer determines your peace. Their disapproval no longer dictates your worth. You realize that you were never created to be edited by external expectations. You were created to be whole. You were created to be free. And freedom begins when the shackles of self-rejection fall off. You start to live differently. You speak more softly to yourself. You stop waiting for perfection and begin to dance with your humanity. You stop proving and start breathing. You stop reaching for something more and begin embracing what already is. And from that place, a quiet confidence rises, not loud, not boastful, but rooted. The kind of confidence that doesn't need to announce itself. It simply exists, like a mountain, like the ocean, like the soul that no longer fears being seen. And in that state of sanity, you stop trying to be lovable and realize you are love. Not as a concept, not as a motivational quote, but as your essence, as your very breath, as the truth you carry in every cell. You see that your existence is not an accident, not a mistake, not a detour, but a divine appointment. You are here to remember, to realign, to reclaim. You are here not to become better, but to remember you were never less. You are here to embody, not to impress. You are here to be, not to become, because being pure, present, unapologetic being is the most powerful gift you could ever offer the world. And when you touch that truth, even briefly, the search ends. You are no longer chasing worthiness. You are no longer addicted to validation. You are no longer trying to fix what was never broken. You have come home. And in that home, there is quiet, there is love, there is clarity. There is you, not the version they wanted, not the mask you wore, but the real, radiant, raw you. And that, dear soul, is more than enough. There will come a moment, and perhaps it's arriving now, where you feel the weight of all the roles you've been performing, and you will quietly, maybe even tearfully, begin to lay them down. Not because you failed in them, but because you finally saw through them. You'll no longer need to be the strong one all the time, or the quiet one, or the successful one, or the agreeable one. You'll no longer need to be what others projected onto you, because you'll have found something more powerful than any performance. You'll have found presence. And presence cannot be faked. It doesn't wear a costume. It doesn't adjust itself to win applause. Presence just is. It is the stillness in you that no trauma could touch, no shame could stain, and no lie could bury forever. Presence is what remains when all the illusions fall away. And you meet it not by climbing, but by surrendering. Not by acquiring more, but by releasing what no longer serves. When you love yourself, you begin to understand the wisdom in letting go, not out of indifference, but out of reverence. You let go of the story that says you must earn rest. You let go of the belief that your worth is tied to your productivity. You let go of the assumption that you are only lovable when you please others. You release it all, not in anger, not in resistance, but in peace. You begin to see that self-love is not about adding more to yourself. It's about peeling back the layers of everything that was never truly you. And beneath those layers, there is a quiet purity, a softness that is not weakness, but wisdom, a grace that doesn't scream, but heals, a joy that isn't loud, but deep and steady, like an ancient river that never needed permission to flow. The soul doesn't compete. It doesn't compare. It doesn't rush. It simply flows with clarity and trust, because it knows where it comes from and where it's returning to. And that is the sanity of self-love. It aligns you with your natural rhythm. It brings you back into harmony with your source. And once you are in tune with that sacred frequency, life begins to support you in ways you once thought impossible. You attract differently, you speak differently, you move through the world with an inner light that requires no spotlight. And you stop waiting for someone to choose you, for a future version of yourself to arrive, for the perfect moment to begin. You realize the choosing starts with you. The healing starts with you. The permission starts with you. No one is coming to give you the love you keep withholding from yourself. And the beautiful, liberating truth is, they don't need to, because that love has always been here. Like the sky above the clouds, untouched, unchanged, ever present, waiting for you to look inward, waiting for you to return. And when you do, when you look in the mirror and see not a project to fix, but a soul to love, you finally understand self-love is not indulgence. It is not vanity. It is sanity. It is the remembering of who you truly are beneath it all. It is the return to your sacred, luminous, limitless self. Now, as we reach the final moments of this journey, let us pause for a moment and take in the vastness of what we have uncovered. The truth has been unfolding like the petals of a flower, each layer revealing something deeper, something more intimate. It is not just the words that we have spoken today, nor the thoughts that we have entertained, but the very essence of who you are, the divine, the eternal, the unshakable presence that has always been there, waiting to be recognized. Self-love is not a luxury. It is the lifeblood of your existence. The breath you take, the thoughts you think, The steps you take upon this earth, they all spring from the well of love that resides within you. And when you come to fully own this truth, when you no longer seek validation from external sources, but instead draw from the infinite well of your own soul, you begin to experience something truly miraculous. You begin to understand that the peace you seek, the joy that eludes you, the sense of purpose that feels just out of reach, it was never anywhere but within you. You are not broken. You are not incomplete. You are not waiting to be saved by someone or something outside of you. The power, the beauty, the clarity you've been seeking is you. It has always been you. In this moment, feel the weight of this truth. It is not heavy, though it may feel overwhelming at first. It is the weight of your own divinity. It is the weight of owning your worth, of seeing yourself not through the eyes of the world, but through the eyes of God. It is the weight of finally acknowledging that you are not just a person living in the world, but a spark of the divine, an embodiment of love, peace, and power. When you stand in your truth, unafraid and unashamed of who you are, you release the need for approval. You stop seeking to prove your worth because you know deep within your bones that you are enough. You are worthy of all that the universe has to offer. The universe responds to you not because of your actions, but because of your energy, the energy you radiate when you know that you are worthy, when you know that you are whole, when you know that you are loved. There is a profound shift that happens when you begin to love yourself. It's not just a shift in how you view yourself, it is a shift in how the world interacts with you. The energy you give off creates ripples in the world around you. Your relationships change, your work shifts, the way you engage with the people you encounter, the way you move through the world, it all transforms because you are no longer seeking to fill a hole. You are no longer seeking to gain something you don't already have. Instead, you are sharing from a place of abundance, from a place of wholeness. And it is here, in this space of full ownership, where you begin to understand that self-love is not vanity, it is sanity. It is the foundation upon which everything else must be built. It is the soil that nourishes the seed of your true potential. Without self-love, you cannot access the fullness of your power. Without self-love, you cannot align with the infinite wisdom that flows through you. Without self-love, you remain disconnected from the truth of who you are and the divine purpose that is yours alone to fulfill. But with self-love, you are free. You are free to be yourself, to express yourself, to create from a place of true authenticity. No longer do you need to perform, no longer do you need to shrink or hide, no longer do you need to apologize for your existence. You are here, in this moment, as you were always meant to be whole, complete, and radiant. It is in this place of ownership that the soul ascends into full alignment with the divine. There is no longer any resistance to the flow of grace, no longer any struggle between who you are and who you are becoming. You become the living embodiment of your truth, and in that truth you find your freedom, you find your peace, and as you stand in this freedom, know this: you are the reflection of the divine. You are the creation of the universe itself, crafted with love, with intention, with purpose. The universe does not make mistakes. It does not create anything without reason. Your life, your existence is no accident. You are here for a purpose to love, to serve, to grow, to create, to be. And when you embrace the fullness of who you are, when you embrace your divine identity, you align with that purpose. And as you do so, you will find that the world around you begins to mirror this truth back to you. The doors that once seemed closed will open wide. The struggles that once seemed insurmountable will become stepping stones. The relationships that once felt draining will transform into powerful sources of support and connection. The work you do, the life you lead, will become a reflection of your inner peace, your inner love, and your inner power. But this journey, this transformation, is not a one-time event. It is a continuous unfolding. Each moment is an opportunity to reaffirm your worth, to choose love over fear, to choose peace over conflict, to choose joy over sorrow. And as you do, you will find that life begins to flow with greater ease, with greater grace. So, take this truth into your heart, into your bones, into the very fabric of your being. You are worthy of love. You are worthy of peace. You are worthy of every blessing the universe has to offer. And when you embrace that truth, when you stand fully in the love that is your birthright, you will experience a life that is nothing short of miraculous. Now, as you stand in your full divine identity, feel the weight of the world lifting from your shoulders. Feel the burden of self-doubt, of guilt, of fear dissolving into the air. Feel the embrace of the universe as it welcomes you home to your true self. You are not alone. You have never been alone. You are a part of something far greater than you can fully comprehend, a force of love, a force of light, a force of creation. And when you align with this force, when you align with the love that resides within you, you become unstoppable. In this moment, let go of all that no longer serves you. Let go of the doubts, the fears, the limiting beliefs that have kept you small. Let go of the past, for it no longer holds power over you. You are free. You are whole. You are enough. And as you step forward into the world, know that you do so as the full embodiment of love, as the full embodiment of your divine purpose. This is your moment. This is your time to rise, to shine, to own your truth, and to live the life you were always meant to live. Embrace it. Claim it. You are not just a person. You are the divine in human form. And it is time for you to step into that truth with every fiber of your being. So, take a deep breath and let this truth settle deep into your soul. You are worthy, you are loved, you are enough. And as you embrace this, you will find that the world around you begins to reflect the love and peace that you now carry within. Now go forth knowing that you are no longer searching for yourself. You are here, you are home, you are whole, you are free, and this is just the beginning.